Alright guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the show. It's L30, the Burgundy and some boards for today. This is match for the HSL High School Star League's presentation of Hearthstone's Heroes of Warcraft. It's the games, it's the start of the last playoff session. QQ, GG, but it's okay. We'll be here coming up into the playoffs in just a few. The round of 16 matches have been played out. The round of 8 matches, I think, have been played out as well. So we're just going to recap one of the matches that happened, and then we'll do a little show match at the end of the day. This one will be between Snipert, the HS Star League, just a major show match player, has been here forever. Gonna see him fight it out against the one, the only Taite the Great. I'll just call him Taite for short. One of the admins for the HSL, and he's been doing such a good job over here for today. So we're about to start this one up in just a few. We have the deck list, or the deck choices at least. Taite the Great with the Warlock, Mage, Druid, Snipert on Paladin, Rogue, and Handlock. Snipert being the rogue, oil rogue probably, and mage for Taite the Great would be tempo mage, would be a good thing. But overall, I feel like I would give it probably better to Taite the Great as the deck choices. Warlock versus Warlock's probably going to be a handlock mirror match, very, very strong, so that's a wash. But mage versus rogue, or mage versus paladin is pretty good. Yeah, AoE clear. Mage could bring out so much tempo in the beginning, albeit rogue can just out tempo the mage as well. And then druid's a very, very good standard at the moment in the game of Hearthstone. So we'll see as we get into the match. See what the actual choices are going to be the first things we're going to see out today. And again, thank you guys for watching. It has been Twitch, Rocket, MSI, Newegg, Blizzard, and Jinx have been sponsoring this show lately. Been a good one. Been a good one. So we're starting up, and whoops, we are going to be starting up with the Gamerage. Looks like it's been Paladin versus Druid. Druid being somewhat a rampy per se. You got the Forced Nature, Swipe, and Innervate showing up. So I'm guessing it's going to be a strong play to have the Wild Growth if you can get that early, or if you can get any other starters in there. On the other hand, Paladin looking like mid-range to late game control. Let's see, trade it out, and we'll see what is going to happen. Double Muster for battle, Big Game Hunter, Anti-Healbot for the draw. Taite going to keep up the Forced Nature Swipe. Interesting to see that the Swipe, not really the starter of starter things, but you know, it's not bad. It is not bad. You do have the call for the answer of the Muster for battle. That is going to be played out. But anything in like a hero power or something, Silverhand recruits will die pretty much with Swipe, so that's pretty cool, I guess. But keeping Swipe on your turn, keeping Force in Nature on top of that on your turn, a little interesting. Coin coming out. Could coin out Consecrate if you really wanted to, but you're probably going to go for the Paladin Shredder for Snipert to getting that little bit of advantage. Now, there you have a question. Bird, I have an answer. Okay. Would you actually coin Consecrate for that one? Probably not, but it is a valid way of saying, hey, this is going to get bigger as things go along, and especially with Taite having the Force of Nature, it gets to be able to Savage Roar on top of that. It's going to be lethal pretty easily. We'll see that being null and void as we do see the Hestriana going to be coming out. Unfortunately, Succubus, sorry, not going to be doing anything else but didn't trade it in from that one right there. So we got a little more locking in action, though we have 2 1-health minions on the board. Swiper is a pretty good one. You could go for Druid Claw. Could also go for Force Nature if you really wanted to on top of Zombie Chow. Doubt that would be the case, but you know, that's a thing. It could happen. You never know. So we'll see what the player is going to choose. Taite, thinking about it. I think the swipe play would be pretty good, but it's not really that much into the area of concern. Only thing is, since you have 2 swipes, it's pretty easy just to clear out everything there. Or you can do Druid Claw.
Where shall I strike?
Hold on, get taunted. Could go Innovate and Hero Power. Alright. So there's a few things in this play. I would like the swipe play better because you actually start for lethal a little bit more, although anti-healbot blah 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 can kind of hamper that discussion. But you kind of have to force yourself to use it Innovate earlier. So if you get Force of Nature, or I mean, no, Savage Roar within the next 2 draws for Taite the Great, probably could have caused a lethal later on. Unfortunately, not going to happen. Usually the Concentrate going to come out for this one, taking care of the Druid Claw to hit the face with the Silverhand Recruit. Well, never lucky, question mark. Another Druid Claw going to be coming into play. Could use a swipe for some more damage, but when you think of it this way for Taite, you think of, hey, we have enough damage to really push on for lethal in the next few turns if we can get everything right. We're going to try to force some plays from the Druid player, or from the Paladin player, but what can you do if you do get concentrated for 2 damage and you still have a really strong 5-3 on the board? Well, we'll see what Taite the Great's going to do. He's going to put down the Druid Claw. Now going to pressure with the Zombie Chow as well. 24 health is not really that close to lethal per se, but with 3 minions on the board, possibilities are endless. Knife Juggler is going to come on the board though for this one, and Pessimistic? I get it, kinda, maybe. You want to use the Muster for Battle for something later on, but don't think you're going to have any other value with this Knife Juggler other than getting it traded into by the Zombie Chow, possibly. And even then, it's really, you're losing so much temper from this. Although Mystic is a dead card against the Druid, it's still a card that you have to kind of hold back on. In this way, though, for Taite the Great, he is pressured for lethal within the next turn. 11 plus 4 is not lethal in technical terms, but Savage Roar could be a killer, Force of Nature could be a killer, but with the anti-heal bot we do see some safety, at least for now, question mark, possibly coming out for this one. Oh, maybe not anymore. Savage Roar on board, in the hand of Taite the Great. He's going to get the Force of Nature. Pretty sure that's lethal. That's 14 plus 9 plus 7. That's 15 plus 14 is 29. 29 equals 2 over lethal. So you could probably just attack with everything on board and not gonna attack with the hero. Please show la BM. Or the C defeat. Oh, it's 3 off board. Congrats going over to Taite the Great, picking up game number 1 of this best of 5 series. So we're still in Cosmos mode. This is round 16 matchup. We'll see what the friends will be doing soon. Snipert going down 0-1, losing out off of that one for the Paladin. What I started off Paladin, the mid-range decks, Handlock probably would have been better for Snipert in the starting run, but Rogue is tied and true. I think he likes to go to that in his second or third rotation if he is down 1 or 2 games. Yeah, that's just unfortunate that that happened for Snipert. Paladin versus the Druid. Paladin did not establish the board early enough, not the big draws that he wanted to see. Taite the Great though, picking up the game number 1. Druid now gonna picking up the Warlock. You're gonna be locking that one in. Warlock versus Rogue. It's the time of attack. Who will win into this one today? Warlocks. Taite the Great. What can you do? You can hold on to Emperor Thorson. Or then toss it back. He tosses that back into Keelbot and the Big Game Hunter on the other hand. At Win Van Cleave, Azure Drake, and Blade Flurry. Looks like it's going to be Handlock versus Oil Rogue, and right now, both players don't really have the cards that they want, and that's the advantage of Warlock. So you have this hero power that's called Life Tap. You tap your, or you pay 2 mana, you do 2 damage to yourself, and you draw a card. Best recursion is a incursion to self-affliction, and Taite the Great is going to be taking that to the bank, at least for now. Oh, Molten Giant going to be drawn up as well. So each damage that you take, Molten Giant is going to get cost lowered. Or the Molten Giant is going to cost a lot less. So there you go with that. Does use the Mortal Coil to take out the 1/1 trade out for the draw of the draws. So now we'll see what will happen from here. The Violet Teacher draw was really important. On top of that, can do some things, but chooses to reserve himself for this one. Turn 4 is a good one for Taite the Great. It could go coin out into Loatheb, or you like that pause right there, or yeah, it's probably good in coin Loatheb. I don't think there's any other bigger plays that kind of push on more pressure to an Oil Rogue, a deck that primarily plays a lot of abilities, and just unfortunate that you do see that one for here. But with the backstep still set up, we can trade up the Violet Teacher, which was the force trade coming out. Coming out from Snipert, so we trade that one out. And oh, a beauty coming out from Taite the Great. Tate's gonna pick up a Mountain Giant. To be able to put some pressure on. No saps in sight. Has a lot of damage though, Snipert does. So that's kind of dangerous. He has double deadly poison, can coin out, or can burn it out with the preparation on top of the Tinker Star Sword. On top of that, can do some major things, but no, he's not choosing to do that. He's gonna Tinker, and he's gonna trade into face. Oh, that's gonna be brutal pain in the behind for Snipper, because I got the beast in my sights. Big Game Hunter is gonna come up and snipe out the 10-10 Edwin Van Cleef.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Ah, it's a little bit lower. I thought it was a little bit higher. Whoops. Could taunt up if you really wanted to. I mean, it's 4 damage, but you want to get into Molten Giant range, or yeah, Molten Giant range anyway. And you had Dr. Boom coming up next turn. Could draw out more cards if you really wanted to for Tape, but yeah, I don't see a reason why there's Sun Fury Protector this turn. Does draw, it picks up another Mountain Giant. Oh, so brutal for Snipper. Right now he does have a draw recursion, so that's pretty good. Has a Sappa as well, so that's gonna help out. Azure Drake's gonna draw him up a Loatheb. You don't see the trade. He's gonna actually sap out the 4-2 since there is no damage. And Snipper is trying to go in for the win. We've seen this before with the Oil Rogue. It works out so well for him. Can it work out in the end? For this one, Snipper is so close to lethal onto Taite the Great. Can't put him down too though, but there's a thing called Anti-Heal Bot off on the side. Can be used by Taite the Great. There's so many choices that Taite could do. Could even go for the Mountain Giant and taunt. Could go for the Ancient Watcher as well and taunt. But that's the 1 of 2 plays. Either taunt or gonna heal up, and sometimes even healing up against the Oil Rogue is not enough, especially if you have something like an 8 damage weapon. But we're gonna actually see the heal up coming up from the anti-heal bot. Do you see the Sunfire Protector go down as well? And hope and pray for Snipper's sake, or for Tate's sake, that it'll work out. I believe they're gonna be used aggressively. We're gonna see if we can actually finish it off. Azure Drake gonna pound some damage. That Sorcerer's Apprentice that has been powered up by the Tinker Star Sword Oil is working out so well. And it's unfortunate for Snipper. I mean, unfortunate for Tate at the moment. Does have a chance to ton up again. But if another Vessery goes down, it's gonna be lethal. He needs a taunt. That's a definite. He's gonna go for the Mountain Giant. He's gonna go for the Molten Giant. There's so much burst used in the last turn for Snipper. It might be the end all of him. So we can trade out onto the Giants for Snipper onto this one, but he should be safe, at least for now, especially if he does use the Defender Argus to break and taunt onto the player onto these big beasts. It looks like the defender of Argus is going to be locked up, and we're going to see what Snipper can draw. It's a Fan of Knives. It's another draw, and it also procs the Eviscerate. Oh. Preparation. Not the draw that Snipper wanted to see. Can still do 5 damage to a giant, but you're losing so much momentum trying to go back and clear out the board. If he just held on to that amazing card called... I mean, if he held up in the Blade Flare with the 8 damage dagger still up, that would be pretty much GG from here. But since he played it a little bit hasty, it's going to cost a lot of damage, possibly the game as well. It's just going to depend what Snipper wants to do with this one. 1820 damage on the board for Taite the Grape. Taite can win in with a Hellfire, Dark Bomb, anything like that as well. So that's another thing Snipper has to be worried about. Trading out is going to suck, but it might be the best thing out of everything up here. Dagger coming up. Oh, the Eviscerate going down. That's painful. We're going to see the clear out of the Giant number 1, not the Giant number 2. Oh, and a Molten Giant coming up. Plus, you have the Sun Fury Protector. Poor Snipper. It's not looking like his day at the moment. Molten Giant going down. Or is it going to be Dr. Boom first? And then you can get them. Okay, never mind. Gonna get Sylvanas as well pushed into the break point. The blowback is just too huge coming out for Snipper. You got 9 and 8, 5 and 2 twos coming into the face of Snipper. Can Snipper draw anything? Could draw into a sprint. Give him 2 Sinister Strikes maybe, but doubt that's gonna really win it out. It's looking like it's gonna be the end. Oh, never mind. Alright. We got the preparations down though. SI Agent's not going to do much. Sludge Belcher is not going to really save much. Blade Flurry number 2 is going to be good. But is it enough? It looks like it will not be enough for Snipper. Taite the Great. Looking like he's good, but he still has a little bit more time. I guess a Dr. Balance will be good to do some heavy work. Kikvo. But Dr. Balance or not, that's still 9 health left for Snipper. Snipper's still in a pretty bad situation at the moment. We'll probably see the defender Argus going to trade out onto the 1-2. Dr. Boom going to be played out as well. Boombot RNG last show with Freshka. Really worked out. Oh, and the concede coming out from Snipper. Taite the Great taking up 2-0 into this best of 5 match. Tate's doing a really good job and keeping up with the games as much as he can. Unfortunately, on the other side, Snipert has been very strong with this one, and we'll see how it will go for both of them into the show. Last game of the Best of 5 series possibly coming up. Taite the Great 2-0 up. Mage versus Rogue. Tried and true again coming into Snipert. He wants to keep that Rogue. It's carried him so far throughout this series, throughout this tournament. This is going to be enough to actually win him out the game. With a hand like that, possibly it's not going to work, but then again, you're playing against Tempo Mage, so kind of coined in by the only Tempo Storm Raynad. At least he keeps on playing it. The RNG is real. Sometimes it's too real to him, but yeah. We'll see if this Tempo Mage will keep it going for Taite. On the other hand, Snipper taking some damage as well. No spells being played out early, so they'll be reserving that, especially with Flame Walker into the hand. It's gonna be okay for Snipper to at least clear this one out for the back set. Backstab and the hero gonna go in, gonna be hating the damage off of that one. And Tate now looking at a Flame Walker startup. Unfortunately, there isn't a backstab coming up. Could go for Blade Flurry as well, or ooh, that's a pretty good card as well. You have the Viscerate, you can Hero Power, or you can Hero Power as well. So Coin of Viscerate is pretty strong with this one. You could go with the preparation route as well, but Coin of Viscerate probably a little bit stronger. We'll see if Snipert actually Hero Power before, no Hero Power after. Smart play coming out with the Oil Rogue. Efficiently using mana is a very, very important skill in Hearthstone, and Snipert just showed it right there. Water Elemental. Water Elemental is a really good card against all the weapon classes, especially Rogue and Warrior. Especially Rogue though, but freezing out your opponent from actually attacking your face is super, super strong. And we'll see how Snipert can kind of answer that. He does answer with a sap. See if that will be enough. Azure Drake gonna be drawn up. We'll see where this one goes up to. And as we do see, Bloodsmith Thanos is gonna be the draw up. We do see the backside being used up, as well as Trader Reno into that Azure Drake. Snipert didn't take 4 damage. He is getting a little lower, and with the Tempo Mage not really having so much tempo, but having some cards that can pressure on the board, it's kind of dangerous to get yourself a little bit lower, especially with Taite the Great now onto a Fireball. A little bit more damage, and oh! Esports boys, it's the Kel'Thuzad. Gonna be coming up onto this one. It's gonna be dangerous to see a lot of mirror images come out, water elementals, but the mad scientists, big scientists, they keep on making more and more things viable and possible. KT on this turn would be pretty strong. Could go for the Fireball as well. Fireball is actually going to be used up by Tate. Okay. You see the Fireball go down, and then we're going to see the trade up with the Mad Scientist. Could have used Kel'Thuzad as well as Frostbolt, but then again, you're not really sapping too much of a board. So we're going to see the hit pangs go down for Mr.
Attention, class.
Bowser's future going to be running on board. The 2 damage going to go right to the face. Trade out to the 2-1 probably. Yep. Science is going to be had. Oh, hello. That's a big one right there. Caught one. Ragnar is going to be drawn out by Tate the Great. We do have the Water Mantle being going to be kind of a nuisance. On the other hand, Snipert with a Blade Flurry can take your Snipert, or next turn with that preparation can put a lot of pressure if everything hits right. On top of that, he have Lothep as well. It's good plays coming out from Snipert in the next turn if you can pressure it right. Water Elemental gonna be used up. Arcane Missiles number 1 can hit 3-3 and 3-2. Could go for Arcane Missiles number 2 or go for the Mirror Images. Gonna hold up and pass. Valid Teacher number 2 gonna be drawn onto Snippert's hand. Could go for the preparation play on top of that, but just gonna go Sneaker Side Proto. Nope. Didn't even go even deeper. Counter spell actually gonna be used up though for this one. Snipper can't play everything so much cheaper now. Still gonna go for the Sneaker Side Proto. Try to get for that trade. Probably not. Now gonna go just hold off on there. Gonna dagger up yet again. Get some damage in onto Tate the Great. Dr. Boom, Ragnaros, and Kel'Thuzad walk into the bar, or into a local establishment, and Dr. Boom says, I'm gonna be played first to save your life, Mr. Kel'Thuzad. Boombots are not probably gonna come back into life with the Blade Flurry gonna be active. Oh, and Phantom Knives on top of that. But Ragnaros is definitely going to be played probably within the next turn. And on top of that, you have KT. Taite the Great, I think, has been running pretty good in this matchup. Do you see the Tinker Scepter Oil going to be used up? Not without anything else. Gonna go for the Blade Flurry as well. It's gonna go for the big clear off of this one. No banner knives gonna be used up on this one. And the 1 damage gonna be soaked up by the Sorcerer's Apprentice. 4 damage onto the Violet Teacher. Flame Cannon. Arcane Missiles. Can you give the RNG to Taite yet again? Wow, you did. And Señor El Fuego. Ragnaros Fireball. And he rocked it. And on top of that mirror image, when you just saw a Blade Flurry go down, it's all or not. Oh my gosh, there's a preparation off on the Phantom Knives. But the luck has ended for Taite the Great into this one. Snipert gonna lose on this one. Actually, Taite the Great is gonna have the luckiest of luck over here and win out. It's best of 5 series against Taite. Against Snipert. Sorry, friends, that was just like amazing games, but unfortunate for the one only Snipert winning or losing off of that one. But winning in the hearts of everyone is Taite the Great. So great job by Taite. Unfortunately, we do see them not go on in the playoffs. Spoiler alert, the brackets are actually online if you ever knew. But I'll let you know that one of our favorites won out for Taite the Great versus him, whatever his next matchup was Killing All Day. And Killing All Day was the first one I learned about winning out and going on to the next rounds of the HSL Spring Playoffs, and the finals will be coming up soon, within the longest of soon, but they will be coming in within a few days, or no, within a few months. So definitely check out who's going to be playing over there. We're going to go to our final match of the spring stream season, as we are going to see a show match between Snipert and Taite with the people that we just saw out. Maybe Snipert can get some advantage or get right back in. Until then, we'll be right back from this one. Again, shout out to our sponsor, Twitch, Racket, MSI, Newegg, Blizzard, and Jinx for sponsoring out the High School Star League Hearthstone 2015 Spring Playoffs. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get right back into the action. Just wanna give a shout out to also the sponsors, Twitch, Newegg, Rocket, MSI, Blizzard, and Jinx, but also the shop. So check it out. hsstarleague.com/shop. New designs and thrilling shirt designs that you can buy on that little website. So go over there, get some gameage, get some level upage from that as well. We're about to get in the game. We're actually getting into spec mode right now. It's gonna take a little bit to this one. Again, that's Snipert versus Taite the Great. And we'll see if we can get everything all set up. We got it all, boys. We're getting in just a few, so don't you fret, don't you worry. Okay. So again, we have so many things to talk about. We have Taite the Great playing such a great game. Last time we saw him on the stream, like we did over here. And now can we see if Snipert can actually do some major things as well. Wow, we have just smoked right through. Should have told the players. Maybe just chill on the enchiladas of this one. Whoops. As we do see the game's about to really get into fruition. Paladin versus Patron Warrior. Patron Warrior. Everyone get in here for this one. Let's see if everyone can get in here. As we do see the Froth and Berserker still getting some love. We have a Dustbite as well. We're going to be locked into this one. Let's see how we can get for Snipert and friends. As we do see some justice with that one. Froth and Berserker now going to be a little bit stronger as well. And you don't really want to answer Froth and Berserker without killing it, because it's just going to get exponentially stronger each and every time. Froth and Berserker now 4-3. Could have interranged this turn, could have even Cruel Taskmaster, but nonetheless, we do see nothing really coming out from Snipert. So Snipper's hands running out a little bit of gas. Taite the Great has so much more into this one. Taite could pound out a little bit more damage with the healing touch of Lay on Hands. Does also get a 2 points of heal with the True Super Champion, but he's gonna be pretty okay. The early damage is just gonna be a little bit strong, but not quite enough for Snipper to really worry about. Remember, Snipper gonna play into Emperor Thorson. Gonna be able to get some more things off on that one, hopefully soon. We'll see if that actually be the important thing, because we do see the quality hand coming up from Snipert. Not the best one at the moment. It does have Warsaw Commander, so one of the cards of the combo ridge. But big thing is, Taite the Great doesn't really have a great answer to Emperor Thorson, so he's going to play his turn 6 Dr. Bib. That's a very balanced turn coming out from Taite the Great. Taite's going to have to hold up for now. On to this one. Double Armor Smith. We have Cruel Taskmaster, Cruel Taskmaster as well. Could Warsaw Commander the Dread Corsair, but everything is not looking so happy in the world of Snipert, in the sense that he does not have any draw cards, and he does not have any way of really answering this Dr. Boom so clean. Warsaw Commander Armor Smith, Double Armor Smith. You can probably see the Cruel Taskmaster go down as well. No, he's gonna go for the Boombot RNG. Oof. 3 damage onto Emperor Thorson. Been able to see the trade out now to the Dr. Boom. Not surprised to see that one. It was unfortunate that was clean enough, but my word. Everything literally went down on that one turn, and oh my gosh, the lucky Dr. Boombot gonna hit the Warsaw Commander for 3. I mean, he have 14 armor, but 14 armor to a Paladin. This is gonna be slow, methodical death coming the way of Snipert. Snipert on the other hand, playing out these match with the Patron Warrior, Control Priest, and Oil Rogue. On the other hand, Tate's really playing out Paladin. He's looking like mid-range control Paladin. Muster for battle with the quality. Gonna miss off of one for the Night Shuckle. Gonna hit the second one with the Armor Smith. Number 3 is gonna hit the 2-1 Cruel Taskmaster. And you see the trade out for Tate the Great. Onto the last Armor Smith. It's 18 armor that's added on despite his in command. Unfortunately, there's a thing called 2 Arms Man that is about to be coming out right now. Quartermaster going to be able to help out the removal of the Dread Corsair first of all, but also the pouncing and the damage with the coming out from the one the only Snipert. Coming onto the one the only Snipert.
2 arms men!
2 arms men. Quartermaster going to be pushed in, and we're going to see the damage going down. Chipping slowly away at this armor. On top of that, Snipert is out of cards. Cannot draw to save his life. Does draw a Battle Rage. Battle Rage is going to be used to draw the Axe by the Pain. Axe by the Pain is going to be used to use the Inner Rage to draw more cards. And we do see the Execute coming in, so that could be useful. Draw another card as well coming out. Another Inner Rage coming out. So it's the standard Patron Warrior coming out from Snipert. Not really surprising to see. Now Execute going to come down. Sludge Belcher. Probably going to start any momentum for Snipert in the sense that if he did draw into a few cards, things can happen. Didn't draw into one more card, gets a Whirlwind though, so that's gonna help out clear out some support. But with 3 damage coming down each and every turn from these 3-2 Silverhand recruits, it's gonna be dangerous times for Snipert with the next few. Whirlwind! I think number 1 gonna be used up. Execute gonna come down in a rage onto the 3-1. Like at this point, when you're playing this so aggressive for a combo deck to clear out board, it's kind of demoralizing for the player who is out on card. While on the other hand, he is at 16 health, so that is something, right? But he has
belongs in a museum.
Harrison Jones, he has play on hands, he is in so much control of this game. Snipert just getting whittled down by these 3-1s overhead recruits now, and just keeping up the pressure is Tate Great. Tate, yet again, showing his prowess of this matchup. Be able to win out game number 1 of this best of 5 series. So Tate the Great taking it down 1-0 at the moment. He's doing a really good job with that matchup. Again, it was just unfortunate that Snipert couldn't really draw out to his cards. It's one of those things about a combo deck, if you don't have the draw or if you can't get to the draw, it's just painful to watch. Because you can't really answer to the tempo momentum that Tate the Great had. Turn 6 October on top of that turn 7 and turn 8 plays, he just whittled down Snipert and just played it for the long game. And once you're into that long game for Snipert, you can't really do too much, and unfortunately, how the cooks crumble for that matchup. Game number 2, we do see a Mage versus Priest. Let's see how this one will work out, as we do see Tempo Mage yet again for Tate the Great, and we do see some Control Priest. I like it. It's a little flashy. It's pretty cool. I like it. Ooh, Shriek Micah Stir as well. A little good ramp in the early go, and you want to tempo as much as you can against this Tempo Mage, so not surprised to see that one coming out. Ooh, we do have the Harrison Jones on this side. Not going to be useful for either player if they do have it. Do have the Match Lancers going to come out from this one as well. So one thing Snipert can do is use a Wild Power Rancer and straight it, or you could just, yeah, that's the thing that works too. Then Secrets and B Mirror Entity, boys. So Mirror Entity is going to be the next play, possibly coming out for Tate the Great. As we do see a Spider Tank. That's below average RNG from the unstable portal. We did see in the game number, or the match before this, the Kel'Thuzai came out from the unstable portal. It never was used in the match, but that was the thing. Shriekmeister. Yes, that could be there. Do you actually see the power shield? I would have liked to see probably a Pyromancer get pumped up a little bit, but he wants to get some extra draw coming up for this next few turns. For Taite the Great. Or for Snipert, so Tate's gonna play that one down. Flame Walker gonna come down, and we do see the Arcane Missile RNG. Gonna have to at least hit once. Wow, didn't even hit once. Even the Flame Walkers say no to this. 1-4 Magical Dream. Magical Dream that it is, it's still a pretty unfortunate one from this one. Shadow Madness? Would that be the right call? Yes, it would be, because you'd be able to get the Flame Walker proc as well. Could get 3-3 and could take on everything on the board. Also, there's something to worry about. You do have a counterspell possibility if Snipert remembers. So Taite has the possibility of hitting counterspell, so it might have to even force out the coin. Could go for the Holy Nova, but he's gonna play right into it. Shadow Madness can be into play, and Flamewalker effect. So not gonna hit there. Unfortunate times, and also unfortunate measures from this one. Unstable portal. We're gonna get it this time, right? Flamewalker's gonna always hit. Okay, yeah, it did hit. Did have the Knife Juggler coming up right after. Counterspell is the second secret played out, and the damage still doesn't come down. Oh, this is gonna be brutal if he doesn't coin first. If he goes right in Holy Novas, you know. So the coin first to get that counterspell going down. Obviously, he knew that was coming up, and he's gonna Holy Nova the board. Get up to take out the Flame Walker and the Knife Juggler from this one. Good stuff coming out from Snipert to reestablish some semblance of board. Unfortunately for your Snipert, Taite the Great's going to throw out a Azure Drake. There's a Fireball in his hand, so that's kind of dangerous. And we'll see if he does remember that is
Let us see if this works.
a mirror entity on board.
Let's see if this works.
Does play out the Wild Pyromancer, does heal out himself. He is in the low danger zone. And he does have 7 points of damage. Oh, that is brutal. I would use one of the fireballs right now because you don't know if you're going to keep anything. Gonna get the Arcane Missiles down. Land 2, and that's all you're going to have to. It's fine. And you use the Arcane Intellect, so he's going to use the 12 damage points as much as he can. He gets a Frostbolt as well off the draw of Arcane Intellect. It's all about over for Snipert from this one. Double Fireball is going to be a commanding lead. Light Bomb helps. Helps. Yes, it helps, but it will not do anything else with the double Fireball killer. Tough time. Sludge Belcher back going to be used up to just hold up, heal out from Snipert.
Well played.
Either way, it was going to be well played. Unfortunately, you could go for Ragnar's Stroke, but it's double Fireball in the end. They're going to help out Taite take this one down yet again. 2-0 off of this one, and with Taite just taking it demonstrably, Snipert really unfortunately not having the chances off on this one. He's down to his last game. Tempo Mage is down. We have the Paladin, the Control Paladin down for Taite the Great. And now we are at the last round for him. What does he have? I actually don't know. I'm guessing it's going to be Handlock, because that's what he ran last time. Or he could go for some Mill Druid or something. That's what I'm expecting, hopefully. On the other hand, Patron Warrior, Control Priest were shown. We have a Rogue, possibly for Snipert as well. He has to decide which one he wants to really go with. But that is all just onto him. On the other hand, Snipert taking these 2 losses has just been so devastating to his momentum. I mean, we saw this in the last match. Snipert didn't really have the best of times with the games, and the games just went out so well for Taite the Great in this one. Well, we're gonna get some zoo boys. It's gonna be Taite gonna rock in with that more aggressive warlock. On the other hand, whoops, sorry about that. We do see Snipert gonna be running out the control priest yet again. So I guess he knew that it was a little bit more aggressive, and that's good. Northshire Cleric doesn't really help out. Circular healing and Arcanine Soul, please. So good. We'll see what Snipert wants to do at the startup, but yes, I think Northshire Cleric would be a very strong startup coming out from Snipert. Coming back into the hand, we have the coin plays, all 2 costs in the hand. Whenever you have an aggressive deck and you have like more than 3 2 costs, unless it's just all pure spells, you might want to coin that down and get some of your hand really, especially since you are rocking the warlock. It helps. Every point of damage, every draw really helps. So getting stuff down earlier will help you in later run get to your late game, and especially if you have a Doom Guard with like 3 cards in hand, that's never fun.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Beasts are going to be used up to trade out into the Arcanine Soul Priest. Sorry, not the Arcanine Soul Priest. It's the Northshire Cleric. The Mortal Coil could be used in one of 2 ways. I'm going to use it for Northshire, but he actually uses it for the egg to proc the egg proc. Cute. And you're able to draw a card as well. Lesser heal Northshire Cleric and be able to trade out the 2/1, and also actually wouldn't. Oh, he's going to Power Word Shield on the Northshire Cleric still. Could have been patient. Could have gotten that on turn 5, but we'll see the trades out either way. Void Walking Gun down and trade out for Miss Northshire Cleric could be used up. Double Circle of Healing. Circle of Healing can be played out right away. When you don't play that forward, when you have Arcanine Soul Priest down, remember that your healing does dealing or does damage. So it's going to be used up right there. And we do see the Implosion going to go down. RNG going to be 3. So above average lucky. Good stuff coming out from Taite the Great. And Sludge Bugs are going to be right response for that one. Implosion number 2 could be a thing, or we could go straight into the Power Overwhelming. It's looking like the Zoo is having momentum yet again into this matchup. See the Demon Little Imps going to be traded out for the little slime. And we're looking at the momentum shift right now. Snipert does have a lot of cards, but doesn't really have the quality amount of cards to really do anything. Literally, he's just going to heal and pass. It's lucky. It's so lucky that Snipert didn't get punished for that play. Although he did have Shadow Word Death as well, it's still, like, you don't, I mean, you could have used Shadow Word Madness to deny that one as well. But in the end, it worked out for him. Now Snipert has to decide where it is he want to go. It looks like it's going to be face, and it looks like he's just going to be locked up for this turn. Biggest thing is Northshire Cleric is not going to draw him any cards, so really good play coming up in the load up. Obviously, there isn't really any other plays that Snipert could really do. But now Taite the Great going to be drawn into Dr. Boom Implosion. Where are we to go? It's yet again. And here comes the momentum shift yet again. Taite the Great going to be taking that one up. Again, he is 2-0 up onto this matchup. Snipert, open layer in the prayers, and he is looking for one right now. Could go for the Sylvanas, and could go for the Shadow Word Death, or could go for the Light Bomb and wait for the Sylvanas and Shadow Word Death next turn, if ever.
I have no
We're
time.
gonna go to Sylvanas this turn. Gonna heal out onto the hero. Just wait up for the next turn, see where you're going to go with this one. So with this play, unfortunately, Taite the Great's gonna say, hey, let's just silence out the 5/5. Yay! That wasn't really a play I was thinking about. I thought he was just gonna trade out his minions and then just call it a day. But in the way, it's looking pretty dire grim for Mr. Snipert yet again. The Ruby Egg can be played down. Can tap onto the Spawn Twin Runner instead of the phase coming up for Snipert. And now we have a full board coming out from Snipert. Light Bomb does things. Really ridiculous things as it kills everything. We'll see the light in there. We're going to be starting up some of the heals, and we're going to see a 3-2 Light Warden in the Light's name coming out for this one, at least for the interim. Life Tap going to be firing out. Taite the Great is in a pretty decent situation in the sense that he still has Dr. Boom, but he doesn't really have too many other answers coming up for Snipert.
My shield for Argus.
So he's playing everything other than Dr. Boom to see that he doesn't have a Mind Control or a Shadow or Death, which again Snipert does have a Shadow or Death. And he's just getting so much more momentum now. Again, momentum shift. The blowback, as one of the casters would say quite a bit. Just doing so much work against Snipert onto this one. Taite the Great now is in pretty much dire needs. He doesn't have to play the Dr. Boom just to play the Dr. Boom, but he's gonna get punished pretty hard from this one. Voidwalk is gonna be used to defend out what he can off on this board. The Cabal Shadow Priest says, "Thank you again for this. I am very lucky, or not lucky to have you here." I'm gonna Shadow Word Death onto Dr. Boom. Free that onto the 2-2. Ooh, and gets lucky. Or not really lucky, but he gets okay lucky with that one. Unless you're here with me played out, and we are in top deck mode, literally, for Taite the Great. He has Flame Imp, he has Bane and Doom. Ugh. I mean, it's cool that you have this ability of Light Tap, which is pay 2 life to draw a card. But it's kind of damning to you when you're at the late game and taking a lot of damage. Defender Argus to me knocking in. Snipert looks like he's gonna take his first win at the moment, doing some amazing stuff. On to you, Taite the Great. Power Rollman can be used up for the Flame Man. Gonna be able to trade out to the 5-6 if you really wanted to, which I think is the play. Please control this board a little bit more. Beast Surge can go down, and Bane of Doom gonna go on to the 7-1. Gets a Doom Guard as well. That's pretty lucky, I guess. Harrison Jones gonna be coming into play probably soon. But with 10 health left, it's not looking like. Yeah, it looks pretty hard for Taite the Great to come back from this one, but double Doom Guard, that's 10 damage, 12 damage technically because of Beast Sergeant. That's a lot of damage from the face. Unfortunately, if he doesn't clear out the Harrison Jones, at least he will be dead, and he has to at least clear out one more minion as well. So for everything that he's drawn for Taite the Great, it's not gonna work out. Just all this ping damage coming in, and Thought Steal up on the top is gonna give him a Defender Artist number 3. This side. Hold on, is he trading? No, Skipper. I mean, in the end, I'm pretty sure he still wins, but he could have won that turn. Still, like, in his mind, he has to trade out everything. And beginning Blast gonna be brought down. We do see the Defender Artisan coming out. Can't win this turn. That is Snipert at the moment. Oh, he can win this turn. He just has to play it right. Or he can't win this turn still. I don't think he's gonna misplay this. Oh man. I'm so nervous actually for Snipert in this one. And Gang Boss is gonna be able to get traded into the Imp Gang Boss, and we're gonna see the circle of kills go down. Unfortunately, all the 1-1s will die. Obviously. But the damage is still gonna be enough. You see the heal out from Snipert. 25-4. Taite the Great has one card. It's a Doom Guard. It's off the top. What do we get for the second card coming up from Taite the Great? It's Midnight Juggler. Played in the unfortunate order that it had to be played in. Good game coming out for Snipert in this one. He survived another game. And we do see Taite the Great gonna take his first loss off of that one. Love it. So Snipert has one win into this one. Now we know all the decks. It's Handlock, that's the last thing for... Sorry, it's Zulak for the last thing for Taite the Great. We'll see what will happen. Patron Warrior and Oil Rogue are the last two decks for Snipert. I'm guessing Oil Rogue would be the choice against Zulak first, since because you can get the momentum. Or you can go Patron Warrior because it's still Warrior versus a really pulled off class. Or really rush class. So
Watch.
we'll see the Oil Rogue first because that is the tougher of the two matchups. One more time. Feminist, Pilot Shredder, Backstab, and SI7 Agent are going to be the things that are shown. Could keep up with the SI7 Agent and Pilot Shredder if we really want to, but probably going to trade that one back. I already know that it is a It is a aggressive deck, so yeah. And we do see the Wood Collar, Knife Jailer, and the Beast Sergeant from coming into play for Taite the Great. Probably gonna keep at least one of the two. Want to keep this momentum strongly, and I think they're gonna go Twitch decks. This is a show match. It doesn't really have to do anything with the gamer, so we'll see what Snipert wants to do with this one. Gonna try to switch out decks. It's whatever. Again, this is a show match. It's already happened. Taite the Great won in the earlier round for the round of 16 matchup. And now we see the conclusion of our doings. That will be the thing that Taite wants to run.
Watch your back.
I think I see some things that are very blue and fishy. Fishy would be the word. The Murlocs are now into play. It's still a Zulak, it's just a bit more aggressive of a Zulak per se. I'm gonna call from this one. What? No, friends. Are we just leaving it through the show? Oh man. All right. We're gonna get in this one, boys. Just in a second, friends. We'll get in there. We'll get in there.
Your soul shall be mine.
Watch your
Alright, so we're back. We're back into the game. We're back into the system. We're going on our third mulligans now. The friends are having some friendly times, some friendly banners as well. It's looking like the games are going to start up. It's Oil Rogue versus Zulak. It looks like for now. We did see the Murlocians, but Murloc's not really showing up for this one and for that one. Double June Guard. Defender Argus. Never the greatest cards to have in your starting pool, but you get to draw a little bit, so it's going to be pretty good. Keep up the pressure, Snipert. Is going to have that little bit of unfortunate time, but the SI7 agent to be able to trade out. How do you do that? Wait a minute. Flame going down. We see the Nerubian going to be drop up for Taite the Great. I'll be peeling that one down just easily. Slide in into that crevice. I never really thought about the Nerubian. Like when Natural Rest came out, I was like, it's a good card. Slipped into like some decks that are very strong, but in this case, it's just really good. Gives a 2-for-1 value. Get down preparation, gets down miss rate. And Snipert now does have a draw card with the Fan of Knives, so he can be ready for that. But I'm using up a lot of the tempo right there just to hold off onto this one. Imgang Boss gonna be played out from Taite. Gonna be able to hold up at least for a little bit, but Deadly Poison on top of Fan of Knives is gonna be a pretty strong play if you want to use it. Still gonna be able to take out that 1/1 imp, but I think Snipert from the last game right now has been overvaluing trading, and especially against Zulok, you don't want to overvalue trading. You want to just hold off when you can. Haunter Creeper gonna go down. You can see the light tap coming out from Taite yet again. Direwolf Alpha is in the hand, but it's looking pretty bad for Taite the Great, especially with the Asterisk on top of the Fan. Knives number 2 gonna be coming out soon. Backstab as well. Yeah, I think this game is pretty much done. The momentum is just so hard for Taite now to get there. Direwolf Alpha gonna be used up. You see the Bane Boss gonna be used up as well. Abusive Sergeant gonna be used onto the 2/2 Haunter Creeper, gonna be able to trade out to Asterisk. But with Blade Flare gonna be coming up pretty soon, it's gonna be pretty devastating. Not pretty devastating. It's gonna be ridiculously devastating to the board. Backstab gonna go down. Could have seen the Violet Teacher actually being played out, so maybe a sequencing error right there. Yeah, mistakes were made. But the Blade Flare gonna go down is gonna be a Sorcerer's Apprentice gonna be a dead. And we do see the trade out to yet again. Force Snipper into this one. Oh, if only Taite the Great had Explosive Shot. It'd be perfect. But 17 health left, that's kind of dangerous for Taite.
Mistakes were made.
Do see that one gonna be brought back up, and we do see the Knife Trickler gonna go down, or Doom Guard first. That's unfortunate that you lost a Void Walker, but it's okay. You still have second Doom Guard off on this one. Taite's gonna try to come back in this one with pretty much a hope and a prayer with his double Doom Guards at least doing some things. And we're pretty much out of cards for Snipert onto this one. So Knife Juggler going down, Doom Guard number 2 going to be played in. I think Face could be a possibility, but he's actually going to go defend our Artist under this one. It's onto 3-2. Could go Face, could go trade. Choices that we make, making Hearthstone, Cardstone, whatever you call it. The Face is very tempting for 6 damage, and it's just too tempting for that one. Ah, the Blood Mage Thalnos is going to be a decent draw, not the best of draws. Thalnos is still going to play it out. 2 damage going to come down onto the board, or the enemy board for now. Preparation Sprint could be a thing, but that would be a misjudgment step if he wanted to do that. You see the trade out. 18 damage left. Actually, do you see the save of the Apprentice instead? Really interesting to see that. Iron Beak Owl could be used onto the 4-1. Doom Guard could be used onto the face. Implosion could be used onto anything, but he's gonna actually use that Doom Guard charge into Pilot Shredder. That was just silence. Preparation Sprint is always a good play. Gonna be able to draw up 4 cards and be able to recycle the hand and possibly go in for the lethal. Sprint number 2 gonna be drawn up as well. Gonna use the Fist Ring instead. I probably would have used the Blade Flurry, but save the beat. Playing it safe. Make sure that you use the damage. Didn't actually attack with the 1 as well. Snipert is okay. Good. So that's good. He's slowly just whittling him down. Void Collar gonna be laid out. You see the inflation noted down, and 3 yet again. Triple 3. Yep. This is looking too good for Snipert at the moment. Looking really well. You see the backside going down, and we do see the trade on top of the Blade Flurry. And Dr. Boom gonna be laid out. Up deck wars. You don't have any Doom Guards left. You have Implosion though. But Implosion will only get you so far into this matchup. it's gonna be tied. And we're tied up 2-2 for this best of 5 show match. Last one coming in. It is gonna be one of the ones to remember from. Zulak versus Patron Warrior. You almost said something else, but patrons, everyone will have to get in here for the Patron Warrior to win for Snipert. On the other hand, Taite, will he get his win? That is going to be the question off on this one. Showing you guys the hand. Foikala, Power Rolling Implosion. In the last few cards we see from Taite's starting hand. On the other hand, Snipert going to be starting out with a Frozen Berserker. Going to trade out the Frozen Berserker and the Battle Rage. Remember that Snipert had a really huge problem with that drawing in the last game. So very, very important that Snipert has to kind of play it out, right? Do you see the Flame Imp going to be the first one? Sacrifice to the gods yet again. And a Fiery War Axe. When you're going against aggressive decks, Fiery Wind Axe is the card you always want to have at your starting disposal. It's amazing to see that one there. Flame Imp number 2 going to be drawn off at the top though. 24-27 on the health score. Do you see the Boardwalk going to be played out as well? They hold off on that aggression. Dread Corsair. Pretty good card for the tempo swing, and you can't really get past it, unfortunately, from Taite. So again, it's just him looking into this, and he can trade if he wants to, but it really doesn't matter. Acolyte Pain gonna go down. We're gonna see the Inner Rage onto the Acolyte Pain, I would guess, to get some work off. And we could see the trade in the 3-2. Oh, or do more damage. 19 health left. He's done double ping and double damage to himself. It's just painful to see where Taite is at the moment. Implosion gonna go for number 3. No, it's gonna go 4 this time. One more off. It's okay though, because we do have Death Spite onto our commands. Could Whirlwind as well. I really don't like that fight. 4 damage from the little ones are not going to do much, but then again, with Defender Argus, it is, I guess, a necessary one. But yeah, I don't agree with it. It doesn't matter because he does pick up the second Whirlwind. Gonna go for the Gnomish instead. Get some draws. I would like the Gnomish better. I would like the Death Spite better because if you draw into the Patron, it would have been fine. But now we have the tempo swinging right back into Taite's hand. He does have the Defender Argus. Could use that up for the Pumpage, or could use the Beast Sergeant to really start up in this points of damage onto Snipert.
Why do you call?
8 points of damage going to go down. Now Snipert's in a bind. Does have Grim Patron, but is that really enough? Whirlwind going to go down. You're gonna see the Inner Rage go down as well as the Death Spite. So the clear on the board yet again. Actually gonna execute the 5-4. Are you gonna get a charge up as well? Yeah. Because we have Pressable Lethal in 2 turns coming up from Snipert. Oh, Taite is in such a bad straits. He doesn't even have an answer for the stuff that's coming in. Gnomish Inventor going to go down. Could be unstable goal as well if he really wanted to. But this looks like Snippert's game to win. He's going to take the redemption match, unfortunately. Not the match that counted, but in the end, it's the match that he really would have wanted.
Sorry that happened.
Imp King Boss going to be played in. You see the unstable goal played out next turn if we really wanted to.
My shield for
Defender Argus has been played out though. Maybe we'll save up and hopefully do stuff, but oh, that's a better play actually. But we're gonna end with the Grim Patron. Everybody get in here. Do we end with it? It is 10 damage. I believe that's 10 damage. Oh, no, it's not. There's 2 extra pins. Good stuff for Taite. Good stuff from Snipert. Snipert, the king of all show matches. We're gonna win this one in this best of 3 series. Congrats to every player that played in the HSL Spring Playoffs 2015. Seen some Titans go down like Austin Lee, the Silent Storm. We still have some others coming in. Killing All Day, one of them ones confirmed. We had Golden, I think it's another one. Yeah, very, very strong stuff. GG, well played, and I will say again, thanks again for everybody who watched the HSL Spring 2015 Hearthstone shows. It's been a good one, and hopefully we'll bring some more on to you guys in the next season. But until then, it has been L30D, the bird getting his words. Going to be signing this one out. Again, shout outs to our sponsors Twitch, Rocket, MSI, Newegg, Blizzard, and Jinx for this one. And also big shout outs to you guys who watched and supported the stream throughout this one. We're going to have some big League of Legends actions coming up soon. It's playoffs for them, and they're going to be finishing up for this one in the weeks to come. But again, the playoffs will actually conclude in August, so don't you wait too long for the HSL. Anyways, from me to you to me, for everyone else here in the HSL crew, has been L30. Gonna be signing out. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I hope to see you guys next time on the Stream Marriage.